Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. This is video 3 of 4 of our Cheerful Daisies series. This is a gatefold card, and I've used the largest of the scalloped contour dies and some of the stylish shaped dies. So this just kind of locks together like that. You don't need a belly band around it. So super easy. I've got the measurements down here. You take your 8.5 by 11 sheet and you cut it to at 5.5, and then you score it at 2 1/8 from this side and 2 1/8 from this side, so you get the gatefold. Sometimes you can wiggle it a little bit, but this one joins nicely in the middle. So we will just get started here. Basically, we just need to build the card. I've done the stamping and the die cutting, and then we just need to put it together. As I say, oh, I don't want to cover up the measurements for you. So we'll start with getting the middle in. Again, just a 5.5 by 4 1/4 piece of basic white that I ran through the largest of the dies for the scalloped contours. And we're just going to put this right in the middle like this. And you can stamp this if you want to. I wanted to leave a large space for writing on this one, but you could absolutely just pop one of the small daisies in, or even one of the large daisies. You could even die cut one and put one in like that, as long as you can still close it. So that would be kind of pretty as well. But you can also put designer series paper on the inside if you want. I have not. So these pieces are 5 1/4 by 2, and what that does is it gives a little bit more on the top than the sides, but I wanted it to really look solid on the front. So it's just that little tiny narrow margin on each of these. And let's line these pieces up with how they were cut. So I'm just trying to make sure that I put it together so it makes sense. But I think that's as close as we're going to get. So I'm just going to put adhesive on the back like this. This one's going to go up this way. This one will go this way. So I'm going to put this one on over here. And I am just, like I say, lining that up, equal at the top and bottom, making sure that I'm equal at the sides as well, giving it a little bit of a push down. So doing the same on the other side now. So again, when you're scoring it's the same cut as a normal card base, but instead of scoring it at 4 1/4, you're actually going to score it at 2 1/8 from each side. So let's line that up so we're equal to both sides. And just pop that down. There we go. Now this is super simple. We're going to build this as a unit here. I have cut the fronds out of another piece of the designer series paper. I used the Fresh as a Daisy paper. This is actually the back of the daisies that I put on the front, and I just put adhesive paper on the back and die cut them out. So I'm just going to peel them now, and sometimes these edges, there we go. And when you're peeling, I've said this before, but you always kind of want to go with the direction of the die so that you're not tearing it against itself. So we're just going to put this is going to go kind of round like this, a little bit off the edge. And that's okay because we're going to be flat mounting this piece. So that can go like that. And then we'll take the next piece, again, peeling the back off. There we go, ever so gently because this is small. There we go. And then this one's coming around like this to create that kind of fern kind of edge. And then we're taking this and we're going to put dimensionals on the back of the flower, just like this. I'll peel those off. And Then placing this on here, kind of offset a little bit. There we go. And we can flat mount the greeting onto the background. And again, these are the stylish shapes, it's the stitched circles. So these are both flat mounted onto the card. But we only want to put adhesive on the one half that's going to be on the one side because we don't want to glue the card shut. So these are still sticky here and they will glue down. So I want to make sure that I do have the adhesive in the right spot, and I do. So I'm just going to push that down and just push those kind of tendrils down. They kind of blend right into the background, but that is okay. Now this one is going to tuck just underneath the edge there, and it's going to be here. So I need to put adhesive just on this side here. And then we're going to slide this underneath just a little bit. It doesn't need to be a long way underneath. Make sure we're straight. Your friendship means everything to me. You could put a little bit of ribbon behind here if you wanted to. And, oh, the other one latched closed. This one isn't latching quite as well. There we go. So you might need to play with where we place this to make it latch. So I'm just going to slide this just that little bit further underneath. Still not working. This one latches perfectly. I have no idea why the second one isn't latching, but there we go. That one latches. This one, maybe I need to put adhesive just a little bit closer to the edge here. Whoops. So there we go. Put that adhesive a little bit closer. There we go. So that's the ticket, is have your adhesive fairly close to this edge. You don't want to go all the way down to the bottom here because you won't be able to fold it underneath, but you need adhesive kind of in the middle along that edge so it stays closed. So a little bit of troubleshooting for you at the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching. This is video 3 of 4 of the series on the Cheerful Daisies this week. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Thank you, and we will create together again soon.